So if you do not understand, congruent triangles in school, or if you just like a quick recap, this is the video for you. Okay, so congruent triangles. What are congruent triangles, or what is the meaning of congruent in the first place? So now, consider these two triangles, right? I'm going to try my best to draw them over here. So, okay, they are not congruent. Okay, more like it. Okay, so assuming that they are congruent, right? This is the same length, this is the same length, and then the same length. So what congruence triangles essentially means, right, is two triangles that corresponding sides are equal. That means their corresponding sides are equal, at the same time their corresponding angles are equal. They have to be equal. Essentially what this means is that they are exactly the same. It's a copy and paste, right? C, Control B, Control C, Control V, right? Control C, Control V. It's exactly the same. So now I'm going to label the vertices of the triangles. Okay, this is A, this is B, this is C. So this is D, this is E, this is B, this is F. That means for congruent triangles, this would show that triangle A, B, C is congruent to triangle D, E, F. And always make sure when you are comparing two congruent triangles, the position of the alphabets make a lot of, it's very, very important, because there's this word over here called corresponding. What this basically means, right, is that when you write this sentence over here, what you're saying is that side AB and DE, they are corresponding. Side BC and EF, they are corresponding, right? Then you're also saying that angle ABC equals to angle DEF. And if you look at this over here, ABC is this angle over here, and DEF is this angle over here. So the corresponding sides and the corresponding angles are equal to each other. And that's essentially the entire premise of congruence triangles, which is the corresponding sides, angles are equal. And when you write out, remember to put the triple equal sign, and make sure that when you write out your triangles, you are the position of the alphabets are correct. So now onto the test, right? The congruency test. So in your syllabuses, there are four congruency tests, and they are basically just 4 ways to prove that two triangles are congruent to each other. So I'm going to write them down all here: 1, 2, 3, and 4. So the first one is what we call the SSS Congruence Test. Basically what this means is that if you have two triangles over here as such, as long as you can prove that all their corresponding sides are equal, then you will say that they are SSS. They follow the SSS Congruence Test, and therefore they are congruent. So in this case, AB equals to DE, BC equals to EF, CA equals to FD, and therefore their 3 sides are equal, and therefore these two triangles are congruent via the SSS Congruence Test. This is exactly how you present your working as well. Okay, next, for the bottom, I'm just going to copy and paste this entire triangle over here. Okay, now for below, another one will be your SAS Congruence Test. So the on top one is called side, side, side. Now the bottom one will be called side, angle, side. And as you probably guessed it by now, basically what this means is that you need to prove that two sides and the included angle are equal. So in this case, you prove that two sides are equal, as well as the included angle is equal as well. Just like that. So in this case, you prove that A, B, C, D, E, F, you will prove that AB equals to DE. Oh, apologies, you will prove that CA equals to FD. You prove that CB equals to FE. And you will prove that angle ACB equals to angle DFE. And therefore, they are congruent based off the SAS Congruence Test. And that's how you prove that they are congruent. Okay, the third way would be the ASA Congruence Test. And as you have probably guessed by now, this stands for angle side angle. So what that basically means is you have two angles and one included side. So for example, if I were to erase all of this, two angles over here, and then one included side, like that. So in this case, what you will do is that you will prove that angle ACB equals to angle DFE. You prove that angle CAB equals to angle FDE, and you also prove that CA equals to FD, and therefore they are congruent via the ASA Congruence Test. Via the ASA Congruence Test. And then the last way is called the RHS Congruence Test, which is essentially called the right angle hypotenuse side test. Basically, you have two right angle triangles in this case. You prove that the okay, let me just erase this. Basically, what you do is that you prove that these right angles, these two, the corresponding right angles are equal. You prove that the hypotenuse is the same, and you prove that the side here is the same. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2. And therefore, once you do that, that means you prove that CA equals to BD, which is the hypotenuse. You prove that CB equals to FE, which is the side. And you prove that angle ABC equals to angle DEF equals to 90 degrees. And therefore, these two triangles are congruent via the RHS Congruence Test. And that is the answer. So I hope this video gave you a quick recap as to what congruence triangles are actually. And if you want this exact working as well as all of the other notes that I've created across all of my other videos on this channel, which is quite a lot, I update it pretty regularly. You can go ahead and click on the link in the description under this video to get it. And if you want more support, you also can check out all of my resources over there. If not, thanks for watching. If you want more help, there's a video that's going to appear on the right over here right now. Go ahead and watch that, and I'll see you in the next video.